Turn 21. Alright, so this was the mercs going into monkeys. It shouldn't even be close. I may not even lose a guy. Probably not, actually. Because I've got longbows, which wreck them, and then I've also got trolls, which are basically impervious to little monkey attacks. Unless my friendly... Okay, yeah, friendly longbows will hurt them. Okay, so I don't... Oops. I didn't lose anything. And damn, I'm getting lucky on gold events. I got another one. This one's actually a really big one, 683 gold. That's really nice. And then some air gems. And I got lame. So I got... Actually, that's not a bad thing. Because it's enemy dominion there. So I've got the false prophet chilling here. So he's in a preach... Heretic preach these down. Which I guess sucks. Alright, so they'll both search. Actually, you know what? That's probably a waste. So basically, the reason it's kind of... I could search here. So when you're doing site searching, in general, you will find maybe 1/3 of provinces if you search level 1 in a path, and then usually closer to about 80%, very slightly by which path you're searching, based on like sites, the various sites that are more common with different paths. So if I search with N1, I'll find 1/3 of province of sites, and 2 I'll find about 80%, which will increase, or 70 or 80%. It will roughly double your gem income. If you have a large area and you search it all N1 and then you search it all N2, you'll probably either double or even a little more than that when you do the N2 search, if you're decently lucky. But over time, it should average out. So I guess I'll search with both. She needs search death 2. She's searching nature 2. And there are a few exceptions. So like water, I think it's Well of White Water or something. It's water 3. It's very common. So you're better off searching 3 in water if you can. And with death, there's a nice trick. There are a couple of death provinces or sites that are death 3, but usually the common ones have death scale pushing on them. So you can just, if you search a site that is pushing, like if I have any sites here that are, or any provinces that are death 3, I know I have a death site, and I don't. But if I did and I searched it and it didn't find anything, I could just dark knowledge the place with 3 death, and it would pop up a site for me, almost guaranteed. But I don't think that's going to be an issue here. So where are his guys? Okay, so he did go in the ocean. Where did these guys go? So you could have moved them here, here. Or actually, you could have moved like any of these provinces. So I don't know where he went. So I'll just take this throne here and be cautious, because I don't want to overcommit here and get killed because I go attack this guy and then this guy's armies come down and kill me. So we'll continue to be cautious. 1 PD screw monkeys. These do produce stealthy leaders though, which could come in handy. Not right now. Okay, so we got some more guys coming. And then this guy's gonna read books. More reading books. And he's gonna pick up stuff. I didn't know that guy was there. Okay. Well, I guess I just picked up a sacred to bring him home. What else are we doing? So, still scouting around. Elephant guy is decently sized. What was it like? Well, or maybe it's just because his flags are so big he looks larger. And he's still... I don't know if he's actively fighting this guy or not, but he's still alive, so maybe not. So, I'll keep scouting. We'll go up here. What else? Next, send this guy up here too. And you're my scout lady. I'll put her over there and chill her on the throne so I can see what's happening. Move him up here. Oh no, I was gonna ping this. That's why he came down. So we'll do that. So we can ping that. I don't know. It's concerning not knowing where the army is. Well. We'll see. Let me move this up here, since if he was moving towards me, this would be a good province to move to. So maybe I would see stuff. Who knows? And then this guy, he's going over here. I don't know what this is. Is he attacking me with lions? Seriously? If this is an actual attack, I'm going to laugh, because it's going to die horribly, and all of the provinces over here are poor. So his invasion would be really, really wasteful. He would have to get all the way over here before he took a province that I cared about. And that wouldn't happen. I mean, lions. Seriously. I will have Horde of Skeletons next turn. Lions do not stand a chance. Yeah, so we'll just... Unless it's a 2v1, which, you know what, my fucking luck. I tend to get dogpiled just because people know I play the game too much, so I will probably F you up the more research I'm allowed to get. And also, I have the tendency to destroy the world with horrible globals and spells if given the opportunity, which I guess, to be fair, maybe some people would rather that didn't happen. Although it's too late now, because even if you started trying to kill me, I could get Burden of Time up relatively quickly. Got a bunch of research. Okay, and these guys are not going to research, or at least I'll be moving them around. Okay. Alright, so Monkey's going to come over here. You can move. What's your leadership? I don't want him leading troops, though, so I'll just use this guy. He's got the same +1 morale from 80 leader, so we'll just have him lead my troops. So let's go ahead and dump them all out here and redo the formation. So I've got quite a few of my my stupid little Sarush guys now. What is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1,000 gold worth of troops. 5 guys. Okay, so put you like so. And I'm actually tempted to put the Sarush in one squad on attack rear. Because they move pretty quick and they have fear. And if you don't have other shit getting in the way, they will have overlapping fear. And if you've ever played with any units with overlapping fear, particularly really good ones like Demon Knights, you know how powerful it is. The units will basically rout instantly on contact with the enemy, just because all the fear effects put together will tank the enemy morale, and then you're getting all the active checks, and then the units themselves are also doing damage. So enemies will die pretty quick. I think we'll go like this. Actually, not the full squad, that's enough, guys. We'll take like 15, put them in a box. Attack, attack rear, box down like that. This will be my wall to keep them away from my... Actually, you know what? I don't know if I want a wall because I'm going to be... Well, I don't have Skull Spam yet, so I'll let them do that. Do hold an attack first. Closest, rather. And then my god is going to carry these and these. So these are his guard squad, and they'll be with him forever. His 8 communion slaves, and he will do communion master, and we'll do, I don't know, I guess we'll do raised dead. I mean, until I have Horde of Skeletons, he's not terribly effective, but yeah, we'll just tell him to. He'll do raised skeletons, which is kind of crap. It's only 3 skeletons a turn, and then when he's done, he'll automatically probably switch to raised dead and use up all the corpses that have been generated. So, we'll just let him do that. And he'll leave all these in a big pile in front. Actually, I should split them up because there are indie archer squads. So let's make like 5 or so. Sure. And put those right here, and then the rest we'll put like back here a little bit. These back. Okay. And then what else should I bring here? I guess I'll bring like a handful of these. So we'll do, these will be my attack rear. I hope I don't lose them all. That would be dumb, but possible. And then we'll do, I think, yeah, more raised skeletons. Raised skeletons. The raised skeletons will kind of get in behind these and provide targets. And those have heat, so I don't want them to be... Oh, they're size 3, so I can only fit 2 in a square. So we'll do that. 2 of these. Those are the bottom 2. So these guys. And what else we got? This guy, of course. Oh, that's right, and I have these. So actually, I don't need to put these on the attack rear. I can let the trolls do it. So we'll just go like that. And I'll put this guy to the side so skeletons don't get stuck behind my troops. Put the communion guys back here. Scorpions, and then these will be fire archers. Sure, that looks good. That should win. Easily, in fact. So, that should do it right there. Okay. Yeah, I forgot I have my mercs there. Duh. And then I guess I can take the rest of these scorpions, too. And just stick those here. Sure. Okay. So I have tons of chaff, plenty of decoys. I should have no issues here. But watch it be a disaster anyway. There. Okay. So these guys will all go. What is the monkey doing? I can have him spam sermon, or I could just smite. I don't need to divine bless. My god is present, which auto blesses all my troops. I'll just tell him I'll just let him do what he wants. He'll probably spam sermon of courage or holy avenge or something stupid, but I don't think it matters. This guy will leave over here. I don't want him there is one danger when you've got heat units like I do. If I put him on hold and stay behind troops, when these guys skele spam, that will make him think, oh, I should hide behind the skeletons. And he'll come over here and stand in their heat aura while they summon skeletons and then burn to death. So you want to put him where he'll think, oh, I should stand behind these guys, instead of the burning pile of skeletons. Okay. So this should win. Easily with minimal casualties, because I don't have really high amounts of gold, so I cannot afford to just throw shit away for no reason. Alright, yeah, I just have some random scorpions I made sitting in those provinces. They're searching. I'm starting witch production down here. Most of these, the first like three probably, I'll just send to search Earth 1, so I can get a dribble of income going, so that I can empower my god, of course, into Earth at some point, so that he can build crystal matrices, matrices, whatever, so that I can stick those on my other mages, namely these, and give them little communion slaves. So having some Earth would be really cool. So I might actually start searching with 4, depending on how much I get attacked. Alright, so what else we got? I think that's actually all of my activity for the turn. And I've got a ton of crap. I got all this gold. And actually, yeah. So I'll actually bring this guy with them. Not one with experience. One without experience. Experience gives you +1 RP a turn, so I don't want to waste... Oh, they all have experience. Okay. As you can see, 11 instead of 10. So if I'm going to have a guy start a fort and then hand it off for a turn, I don't want to waste a one with extra experience, except I don't think I have anything except guys with extra experience. So that is that. I'm going to message the lion guy and tell him if he attacks me, like seriously, he's going to die for no reason, and I will just slaughter vast quantities of lions. They are decently fast, but they're freaking undisciplined, which means they are going to always attack close, so it'll be very easy for me just to take 100 scorpions and sit them in the front row, and they will busily attack them while I summon thousands of skeletons, or I guess hundreds. I don't have enough guys for it to be thousands yet, and die. So, and actually we'll fill up my fort with some more skeletons, or scorpions here, and actually search as well. There we go. I don't need much meat. These guys, where are they? These guys have kind of outlived their real use. I mean, I could still use them, but it's kind of pointless. I've got Skeleспam active as of next turn, and we're going to put the rest of the RP actually into construction, which I won't get quite to 2, but that's fine. My god will be busy anyway. And yeah, he's coming with them. Because what I need to do... Actually, I should send another one too, but whatever. I can have one of the mercs waste a turn. Right? Yeah. I can have whichever one has... Like, if the troll guy takes a bunch of casualties, I can have him start a fort. Because he probably will, because I'm putting him in the front, right? Yeah. So he's going to be charging in on the attack rear, on the side, with these little guys, and actually I'll put them all the way in the front, because they only have... oh, they have 13 move. I thought they were 8. I don't know why I thought that. Okay. So they'll roughly hit at the same time as this rush. These guys hopefully will please route their guard squads. Indies, mages will have dumb scripts. They'll spend at least a few turns buffing themselves and doing pointless things instead of just immediately shitting out skeletons. So if I'm really lucky, these guys might be able to get in those 2 or 3 rounds and kill 1 or 2 of the mages. And then these guys, depending on how their targeting decides to behave and where the indie archers stand, if I'm lucky, they'll also hit 1 of the mages. So the goal is to shut down the skell spam. That's the only problem. 100 tribesmen or whatever the hell they are, it's not going to do anything. They're just going to run away. That's their job. And if they haven't summoned enough skeletons yet, the act of them running away will make the indie mages run away also, which is what I want, because I don't want to dig through skeletons. Hectors, heavy horsemen. I guess I won't bid those right now. Or I could, actually. I'll bid them up here. Let's bid these. There we go. Bid 2 over 200 gold. And if I win them, I'll just send them straight into the barbarians, and they'll maybe win. I don't care. I would like to have all the provinces that I can. What else can I do here? So I'm not going to spend gold yet. I need to put down like temples, and I don't know what are the thrones? Are any of these thrones going to have an astral mage? No. Spring is Air 2 and 1. That would be nice to have, though. Summer is F2 and 1. That's also really good for me. Throne of Stars, just Astral, Bones, Law, Flames. So these 2, I would love it. If this throne was one of these, that would be really nice. Throne of Life, I don't care. Actually, if I had both, that would be +3 growth. That would put me into positive growth territory, which would be cool. But it's not going to be, probably. Okay. So we'll just take it, and I'll hope for spring or summer, because an A2 N1 or an F2 N1 is really good compared to what I have, and I would make them forever. Alright, so I think that's pretty much the turn. Still kind of holding pattern, not terribly interesting, not in a horrible, brutal war like I normally am. That's actually problematic. Yeah, so if he gets a bunch of these, the only way I'll be able to win will be if I layer Rigor Mortis and Heat from Hell and out-skell spam him. Because my guys will be immune to Heat from Hell, and my god can skell spam through Rigor Mortis if I throw an item on him, which I most certainly will. Amulet of Resilience probably. And he can stack personal regen for his... Actually, no. The communicants, for some reason, do not get single-target spells like normal communion slaves, so I cannot cast personal regen on this guy and have it carry to the slaves, so I can't double up their regen. But still, I can also throw down relief, because he's got freaking N9. And I will have Howl as well at some point. Conjuration 5, so I can make these summon fire elementals, which you can actually do. They can summon big ones. Take 1 fire gem for F2, 2 fire gems to make the F2 cast a fire elemental. So for 3 gems, each of these can do a fire elemental, which is wasteful, but if there's a really big battle and I need them, I can turn each one of these into a fire elemental cast, and if you cast enough large elementals of basically any variety, they are going to wreck shit. Assuming you don't hit a probing force and blow all your gems on it, which is possible. So you have to really try to make sure that battle where you throw those elementals down is an important one, where you can kill enough troops to make the gem expenditure worth it. And ideally, when I do that, I don't telegraph it. So you'll see my mages just chilling like this, and if you moved, I would just group all the mages up, because if you notice how I build my forts, they're all pretty close together, so I can take all the mages and move them around to any place within 2 of these forts within a couple turns, and suddenly you thought you were hitting PD, and now you're running into 20 mages casting fire elementals, and if I'm lucky I can also try and cut off your retreat provinces, and then you're horribly destroyed. Or at least that's how it theoretically works. Anyway, I'm rambling. So that is the turn. We'll see this next turn. I should have this, and then I'm going to throw down a lab immediately and claim. Hopefully it's spring or summer, and then I can actually do something cool with it. Otherwise, I'll just throw down another fort and temple and make more shitty researchers there. Since research is the only thing between me and losing the game. Okay.